Good afternoon from London. It's a bright June afternoon here, and hello from me, Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea, chairman of the Korean Friendship Association of the UK, and official delegate of the KFA for the UK, and also president of the Association for the Study of Songun politics of the UK. And this is just a short video on the occasion of the 6th anniversary of the election of respected Marshal KIM JONG UN as President of State Affairs of the DPRK. This is an important anniversary. 6 years ago, respected Marshal KIM JONG UN was elected President of State Affairs of the DPRK by the Supreme People's Assembly, representing the unanimous will of the Korean people. This placed respected Marshal KIM JONG UN at the helm of the state. Since then, the building of Juche-based socialism has entered a period of great upsurge, defying all kinds of obstacles and challenges. Indeed, the past 6 years have not been plain sailing from the DPRK. Far from it. The US imperialists and their acolytes have greatly intensified the sanctions against People's Korea. The US imperialists incited their marionette UN Security Council to impose sanctions on the DPRK in 2016 and 2017, and of course this was on top of existing sanctions by the UN on People's Korea. The US imperialists also imposed countless unilateral sanctions against the DPRK, as well as getting their satellite states, such as the UK, EU and others, to impose sanctions on the DPRK. According to the website statistica.com, the DPRK has 2,077 sanctions imposed on it, compared to 208 sanctions imposed on Cuba, and this is about 10 times the amount of sanctions that are imposed on Cuba. So this will give you some kind of idea of what the DPRK is actually up against. During this period, the DPRK has pressed ahead with massive housing projects under the guidance of respected Marshal KIM JONG UN. In 2016, the construction of Ryumyong Street, which is the size of a small town, began and was completed in April 2017. I can remember being told that one of my former guides, Professor Ri from Kim Il-sung University, had moved into a new flat in Ryumyong Street. Recently, the DPRK completed the construction of 10,000 new flats in the Songun district of Pyongyang, and also 800 new dwellings on the picturesque Potong riverside. Now the DPRK is pushing ahead with the construction of 10,000 new flats in the Hwasong district of Pyongyang. Housing construction is not just carried out in Pyongyang. A whole new city was built in Samyejeon, in the far north of the DPRK, and new flats have been constructed in Kondok, a mining town. At the 4th plenary meeting of the 8th Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, held under the guidance of respected Marshal KIM JONG UN, a new programme of socialist rural construction was laid down. The DPRK has also had to face acute natural disasters in the past years. Each time, respected Marshal KIM JONG UN proved himself to be a leader of action who took immediate measures. In 2016, severe floods hit the northwest of the DPRK. Marshal Kim Jong Un ordered the construction of Yumong Street should be suspended and all efforts concentrated on the reconstruction and rehabilitation of the flood-hit areas so that a large number of new homes were constructed quickly and those affected were quickly rehoused. In August 2020, typhoons struck the DPRK. Respected Marshal Kim Jong Un personally drove to the affected area and ordered the Korean People's Army to assist the inhabitants of the affected areas. New homes were quickly built. In May this year, 2022, when COVID-19 infiltrated into the DPRK, causing a big number of fever cases, respected Marshal Kim Jong Un immediately called meetings of party leadership organs and gave the order for the medics of the Korean People's Army to go into action against the malignant disease. Marshal Kim Jong Un, a true people's leader, visited pharmacies and even sent medicines prepared by his family to those affected by the epidemic. At the moment, the number of new cases of the illness has been reduced to about 5,000 people, and this compares to over 300,000 at the beginning of the epidemic. Thus, People's Korea is well on its way to achieving COVID-0. This contrasts to the Western countries, where the COVID-19 pandemic has been dragged out, some say deliberately, by the authorities in the imperialist countries for over 2 years, and millions have died. In South Korea, over 24,000 people have died, and there is no end in sight. Respected Marshal Kim Jong Un also presided over the building of a mighty and invincible socialist power, Juche. In 2017, the DPRK became an ICBM power and a H-bomb power, thus crossing the nuclear finishing line. This year, on the 24th of March, the Hudson 17 ICBM was tested. It blasted off from the airport and travelled for a distance of over 1,000 kilometres, or 677 miles, for 67 minutes at an altitude of 6,000 kilometres, which is 15 times higher than the International Space Station. The Hwasong 17 ICBM is probably the biggest road-based missile in the world. It can hit both coasts of the US. Some commentators say that the Hwasong 17 can carry multiple warheads, and I think this is a very great achievement of People's Korea. And Britain itself does not have an ICBM program. Marshal Kim Jong Un also paid great attention to strengthening the ideological fortress of Juche-based socialism. He has stressed the need several times for the DPRK to smash anti-socialist and non-socialist behaviours. Measures have been taken to prevent and counter the infiltration of imperialist and bourgeois ideology and culture. Thus, the DPRK is not going to go down the same route as the former socialist countries did, with tragic consequences. Thus, the 6 years of respected Marshal Kim Jong Un's leadership, the highest organ of state power in the DPRK, have witnessed an upsurge in building of Juche-based socialism. Glory to the inspired Juche-based leadership of respected Marshal Kim Jong Un. Thank you for listening to this video. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing, and also to our affiliated channel, Korean Friendship Association of the UK. You are welcome to donate to KFA UK. We have a PayPal account, and we would also encourage people to buy our publications, many written by myself, but also by other authors in KFA UK, in the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea. A link to our author spot is in the description. And, above all, we need your active support. We need your participation in online meetings and in real life events. We need feet on the ground, basically. So we'll be holding a few events in coming weeks and months. We hope you will support them. They will be publicised on Facebook and Twitter. And just remains for me to wish you all a great day, and thanks again for listening and for your support. Goodbye.